Hey, so tomorrow marks my going back to online school. I live in Louisville, and well, I've been going to school in person for the last maybe month and a half to 2 months. I don't know, time isn't real anymore. And, well, the governor, why I say it like that? Governor, whatever, mandated that every school should go back online, which makes a lot of sense. I get it, keeping everybody safe. I'm one of those people whose whole Instagram story is like, wear a mask, social distance. Like, I'm that bitch. Like, I get it. I understand. But that doesn't mean that it sucks any less. It's it's bad. For me, at least. I have ADHD. And so the whole having school at home thing does not work for me. Thanksgiving break just finished, and I've woken up on Saturday, which was yesterday, and today is Sunday. I've woken up both days this weekend with just like a brick in my chest that's just like anxiety about going back to school. And I feel like I would feel it either way, just because of like the sheer amount of work that there is to do. And every teacher is like, oh, I understand these are hard times. And then it's like, well, do you? Because I've never gotten this much homework before, like in my life. I got my interim report card, which is like, I don't know if other schools do this, but it's like a check-in report card, like in the middle of the semester, and it doesn't go on your permanent record. And I was failing 3 classes. And I've never failed a class before. The worst I've ever done in a class is like a C. I don't know how I keep scraping by. I really don't. But I've never failed a class before, and I was kind of freaking out about it because I'm not a person who fails classes. I know that, I don't want to sound like if you fail classes, you suck. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But my whole life, I've never like failed a class. I don't do that. But I'm doing it now. And it's scary because as a junior, it's all you hear about is college and your future and how your grades now are the most important, that colleges care about the most. And it's like, it's so much pressure. And it's so much pressure. And of course, the most important year of high school, supposedly, had to be during a goddamn pandemic. It would happen. But it's just a lot of pressure and stress, and I have so many missing assignments that I'm trying to catch up on. I met with my math tutor for 2 hours a day for 9 days because I'm just that behind. I'm that fucking behind. And it sucks because, every semester of my entire life, my mom has asked, well, are you going to get straight A's this year, right? You're going to get straight A's this year. And I'm like, it hasn't happened any year before this. Is this different? I'm still a little bit stupid, have a lot of ADHD, and just a massive procrastinator. And to pile on to it, this year I'm way more depressed than I usually am. We all know why, right? I don't need to explain. But everything is garbage, and it feels like more and more every day I'm realizing how fucked up everything is and how unfixable it is. Every, I think, year that goes by, you start out and you think, this is the world, everything is fair, and if you work hard enough, you'll get far. And then as the years go by, you slowly start to realize how untrue that is. And you realize how fucked the world is. and how you can't do a goddamn thing about it. And it sucks. It fucking sucks. There's no other like way around it. It's ass. I hate it. And it's like all I can think about. I've gone full leftist. I'll be like doing my goddamn homework, and I'll be thinking about how homework is just a tool of like capitalism to make me okay with unpaid overtime in the future. Which it is, not gonna be wrong, it is, but that's like all I can think about now. I don't know how to be okay with living in a world that's so not okay with me. With like living in a world where existing is a chore. Where we made this beautiful thing, life, and took it and just drove it into the ground because of made up currency. And you can't even just exist as a person for free. Isn't that fucked? Isn't that so fucked? I keep smiling. I don't know why. I think I just have like whenever I talk, I think I just smile. Like my mouth just turns up. I'm like a I'm like a dolphin. But I feel like, I mean, despite how terrible 2020 has been, obviously, I feel like it's been a really formative year for me. Like the last 2 years, even just like 2019 and 2020, I think have been, to date, the years of my life where I've like learned the most about myself, and I think grown, and like learned about the world as a whole, which I appreciate. You know, despite how much this year has sucked ass, you couldn't pay me enough money to go back to middle school. You could say that Jeff Bezos would give me his entire goddamn bank account if I went back to 6th grade, and I would say, fuck you. That shit sucked. Oh my god. Luckily, it's over now. I don't know why. I keep thinking about it. I think about sometimes, like, my middle school experience, despite, like, going to be a senior next year. You know, it's hard to shake. All those years. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of my life, it doesn't really matter. But it's I don't know. It's weird to think about. Today I played Temple Run for 5 hours straight. I didn't pee once. Because I'm on Vyvanse for my ADHD, which is like, oh, if you have ADHD and you tried Vyvanse, you know what I'm talking about. But I missed a few days, and so this was my second day back on it. And, you know, medicine's always like doing the most on the first couple of days back, and so I just started hyper fixating on Temple Run, and the hours were just flying by, and I had no fucking idea. 5 hours went by, it felt like 20 minutes. Shit, I was like, I even watched it get dark outside, and I was like, it's still early. It's still early. It wasn't, bitch. It wasn't. Now it's 11:50 p.m. I'm keep looking for videos to watch on YouTube, but I can't find anything very interesting. And I don't want to go back to playing Temple Run because it feels like a void, where it's like, once I start, like, girl, you're gonna have to rip me away from goddamn Temple Run. Yeah. So hopefully school doesn't suck. Most of my classes are boring as shit, but plus side, the online school day is just less time, and so I'll have, you know, more me time, which of course I need more of after an entire year of me time. We need to get into it. So yeah.